Ladies, gentlemen, the best gender of all, gamers, welcome to the show. We're going to come straight to the action. We're actually going to go ahead and skip the pre-show. My name is Stronglegs. Of course, joining with me is Boggs as we bring you guys the action that started a little prematurely. So let's get started, Boggs. I love people on time.
On time is a rarity in NA, and Mythic's on time to the A bomb site. Flom and Katie both with double entries. Bombs going down. Mitch is isolated, far removed from the four-man stack. And it's a swarm on A from Mythic. Bomb planted, pretty much guaranteed win. As ZNF will put the final touches on the round. And as quickly as we started, the round is over with Mythic picking up the pistol with a flurry of frags.
Yeah, not only picking up the pistol, they destroyed that pistol, not even taking a single casualty back. And you know what? Mythic's been having some crazy results lately. They upset E United, and I don't really think anyone was expecting Mythic to topple E United, right? A pro team. A team that is active in the pro scene. Be toppled by Mythic. And now Mythic looks to topple another giant here out in Winners League, and that's going to be Riot Squad. And already we're off to a decent start. Now this is Mythic's map pick, okay? So they're probably confident on this map. But I've seen Riot Squad play this map before. They are intimidating.
Yeah, Riot Squad, it's a hard time to find a map that Riot Squad are particularly weak on. Mirage definitely one of their stronger suits, though. Up there with their Inferno. Their nuke actually extremely strong. But definitely Mirage Inferno, two of their best. And Mitch is going to start off the second round. The Force Spy, one Deagle does some damage. And a Keota onto ZNF. Runs out of ammunition onto Com, but Donji will answer, CZ in hand. And it seems to be falling apart for Mythic as FNS now comes in. And one Deags Flom into the ground. Just the P90 on Com left. And I don't know how much more he can do. He gets the one spray onto FNS. Doesn't take any more damage. But Peter is watching his cross with the Scout and Market. Crashy's holding with an AK. Scout actually gets blocked by the bookshelf, but Crashies will not miss. Riot Squad, thanks to Mitch, FNS, Jonji, getting those kills initially on the site take. Hold down B, lock Mythic out, and pick up the counter force. And now Mythic have their decision to force up because there's really not much more they can do in this round.
Yeah, exactly. They just pretty much have to force up here off that round. That's pretty much a robbery from Riot Squad. I mean, that's a solid hold from Mitch, though, so I can't quite blame Mythic for dropping that one. Solid performance there on the get right position with the Deagle, but now we move on to this third round, where Mythic's early momentum has pretty much just been robbed, Boggs. So Crashies will be on cat here, looking to contest out middle, and they do have two players towards connect here. And this is a strong setup to fight back against this loose mid control.
Indeed, the one thing to note, Riot Squad already with 3 AKs, one of them doing a little bit of damage towards top mid and Peter. But I think that Mythic are actually going to go for an A split. Already up ramp is ZNF, and the bomb will make its way into Palace in the back of Com. Mid control still held passively by Mythic. They have the one man towards underpass. It's going to be Poland. 2 top mid. Still, Riot Squad should be able to hold this down. Jonji does some damage, not able to get the kill. FNS, though, does go down. Poland gets the 1D. And now it's going to be that A split. I believe Poland should be lurking around the apps, holding off rotations through T-spawn. Now Jonji takes initiative, peeks in, drops the bomb.
Yeah, as soon as that bomb gets spotted, Boggs, they instantly have the alarms ringing. The rotations will definitely start to come in here for Riot Squad. Jonji to hold back against the flood out the A ramp from Mythic, and they've successfully eliminated the only defender here, at least in their way for now. Peter, Mitch. And one's in jungle, one's in CT spawn, and Peter's eliminated one and Mitch the other. That's the 1-2 punch right there. Make that a third by Crashies as it comes all crashing down on them. And down to Poland. Is he just but a fly here, Boggs? Or can he sting back?
He's a fly splat on the wall now. Crashies puts on the finishing touches. That got messy for Riot Squad, though. That got really messy.
I felt like there was a glimmer of hope there for Mythic. Maybe even more so than a glimmer. A solid ray of light that could have been the hope there for Mythic. But unfortunately, Mitch, Peter, and Crashies all put that to bed. Now it is going to be Mythic here on P250s. Mostly, there's 3 Glocks, and not a single flash, not a single smoke. And this is the Hail Mary, right? Jump out halls, hope for the bomb plant, hope you catch FNS somehow in CT spawn, and pray for the best. Let's see if their prayers are answered.
Chance he can even get the bomb down. However, FNS answers with 2, goes for the spray, picks up 3. Jonji gets a 4th, and the 5th kill of the round. FNS almost goes down, but in the end, it is clean for Riot Squad, all 5 alive. They keep the 3 AKs, plenty of utility, plenty of economy. But here comes the true test. They have the bonus in effect. Mythic have a full buy, an op and a Krieg. If Riot Squad can win this one, it's a massive boost to their CT side, and that'll shut Mythic down significantly, putting them back on a force.
Now, Flom is about to get a rude surprise. Peekaboo, that's John G with the MP9 up close and personal. The flashbangs are just on point right now from Peter, so John G might be isolated, but he's not alone. And he does eliminate Katie. Surprisingly, she's been probably one of the most consistent fraggers for Mythic.
Back when she was on Ascent, too, she was one of their best players, consistently, time and again, holding down the fort for them, bringing them back into games that they had no business being in. So seeing her perform as well as she has on Mythic 2 is a great sign for that future career, if she should choose to pursue it. That's just unfortunate. Great flash from Peter. Takes her out of the map. But I think Mythic are still going to continue this push-up cat. They do have ZNF coming in through underpass. Probably going to try and eliminate that connector control. Poland's watching it too. He spots out two! There goes Peter. There's still two players on B. FNS. And Mitch. John G. He's still alive somehow. But how long can he stay alive? Because I think now it's going to be an A hit. They've gotten the early pick. In comes the boost. Poland in ladder room. Yeah, definitely going to be an A split, but it's been heard.
Yeah, and right now they're not entirely sure where they want to go. I think they're going to go off Flom's pick. He just spotted a shoulder. That's Mitch. They know exactly where he is on this B-bomb site. But Poland's going to hunt for the kill. And I think they're just going to transition off this. The shot comes off. It only tags in, but there it is. Poland to finish him off. The tag him and bag him combo between Poland and Flom. And ZNF to eliminate John out of the connector. And Poland strikes again, eliminating Crashies, leaving FNS to clutch this one off. A 1 versus 3. Kit on his back, but that's all he has. No smokes.
Spotted. He's been sprayed. He's been eliminated. ZNF puts the finishing touches on that round. Mythic strike back. There still is enough for a significant buy from Riot Squad. But there was a great chance for Riot Squad to win that round. They had a lot of control. Mythic, though, making it work. Rotating it back to B off of the Flom info. Poland putting the final touches onto Mitch on apartments. And then a bit of fragging power from Mythic to really secure that round. Double off setup actually for Riot Squad. It's John G picking up the secondary. Usually it's been Crashes or Mitch picking up the secondary op, but I guess young John G wants to take a crack at it.
And he's perfectly capable of doing it, right? He's incredibly versatile. I'm a big fan of John G. He's always putting up consistent numbers for Riot Squad, and he's kind of the risk taker for them as well, right? You'll often see him having the highest damage, but also the highest deaths. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? There always has to be that attack dog in every team, the one that's constantly taking the risks, constantly looking for those early duels, early fights, and that X Factor player, and he's that for Riot Squad. Now, right now,
I love watching John G play.
Yeah, it's really fun, isn't he?
I'm curious as to what Mythic are doing here. They the majority of the early round. Peter aggressive and Apps is able to take out Poland. That's an early pick, and now what do Mythic do off the back of that? The back of Apps has been smoked. The bomb is in the vicinity, and they have two players over on A. Are they going to try and send these players out through utility and hold rotations, draw people away from B?
Yeah, I think they're just going to go for the fake and hope for the best, but the only thing is I don't think Peter budges here. I think he just stays up, stays holding the B apps. There's only 20 seconds left, Boggs. They need to make a move. Johnny's eliminated the only threat. It's obvious now. They must know. Now Mitch is hearing it. He spots him as well, and that's the alarms ringing. Mitch is trying to survive long enough for it. FNS eliminates one. Mitch second. Mitch is still alive, but from the high ground, Flom, he has to force this one down with only 7 seconds left. And look at Peter. Dirty peek Pete, denying the bomb plan and putting Riot up on the 4th round. Another solid defense here for Riot Squad. 4-2 now, Boggs. Money's broken for Mythic.
Money is broken. I can't help but feel that Mythic wasted too much time top mid in that round. They really had no control of anything other than mid, and that allowed Peter to walk his way up into apps and had a free kill onto Poland, putting the pressure on. But now we have John G on the secondary pushing into mid. However, it will be a B apps train, at least for now. Only one solitary defender. Molotov goes out for Mitch. He might have spotted some on the jump peak, but he's going to go a little aggressive. This could actually yield a kill for Mythic and a chance.
Mitch. It's Jinx for 5 damage. That's incredible. Now the hunt's coming out. They're all flooding out. He's on blind. Unfortunately, he's getting overwhelmed, and the support gets eliminated as well. And I feel like Janji has to have a heroic play here, unless they can really work together in tandem to get out of this market and away from this crossfire that Mythic's been able to establish between Get Right, Bench, and the site player.
Yeah, double lops on the retake on B-Set Mirage does not bode well for anybody. I mean, Pete and Janji both capable. FNS on an MP9 against low-armored opponents. Unarmored opponents can do damage, but the Tech 9 from Katie dealing more. 1 kill, but it's FNS actually to answer back with 2. Swaps to the USP, but Flom from the bench sprays down FNS and Peter to boot. Mythic win the half by not even a real investment. That's a stolen round from Mythic. And now Riot Squad face the brunt of the eco.
Yeah, that is not a round Riot Squad could have dropped if they wanted that really early dominant lead they were hoping for on the CT side. Solid work from Mythic to make almost nothing in their inventory work, right? They just had B250s, the Tech 9 for Katie, and what, a single smoke, a single flash, I think, there to make this work, and somehow it does. It's really unfortunate, though, that neither of the defenders on B could get a single kill on the entries there against unarmored opponents. Now, Mythic, they're in a good spot to tie up the game. This is a force buy from Riot Squad, so if they can shut this one down, they could get a freebie. They could take the lead at 5-4. Let's see. Triple stack here for Riot Squad. They should transition to A off this mid control. We'll get bloody for sure.
Bloody, but definitely do favor the ranged weapons of Mythic, plus the utility to flush out these positions from Riot Squad. Couple of whiffed smokes in the connector. Poland's going to try and peek around, spots FNS, but FNS will not readdress. From ladder room, Crashies gets a free kill. There's multi-kill potential here, and he's going to double down. Katie goes down. The AK picked up for Crashies, and somebody who of late has been a standout performer for Riot Squad coming alive now in round number 8. As Crashies still has more potential for kills. High HP. He's picked up a flashbang, has a kit. But now Mythic still have to get the bomb down. There's 2 players defending B. Mitch and Crashies from Catwalk with the AK. Mitch up first. FNS has rotated in, but it's going to be Crashies. Netting his 3rd, looking for the 4K. Will spray down 1. FNS comes in, denies the quad. Looking for a double of his own. He will get it, so Crashies with the hat trick. FNS with the brace. And Riot Squad with the 5th round on the board.
What a round that was, too. Crashy just popping off, single-handedly buying them the ticket into that win right there, and Riot Squad re-steal the lead. This is a messy game, Boggs, I must admit. Back and forth here on these force buys and ecos, things that should not be happening whatsoever. But, you know, while we're on this topic, you know, I feel like Crashy almost never gets any credit or spotlight for some reason. But he really is an incredible player. His not only statistically speaking, which he is one of the highest performers, by the way, on Riot Squad, no one ever says his name, and I'm really curious as to why, because he is so impactful and he's been such a key player for Riot Squad's successes.
He really is a great player for them. That the only really weakness he had prior to Global Challenge was LAN performances, and there he stepped it up, was the best performer for Riot Squad, took over the historic best rating from Janji, as a matter of fact. So it is funny how you mentioned that Crashies gets no credit when he statistically is their best performer.
Confirmed their best performer?
The last time I saw, which was a month ago, he was their best HLTV rated player.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's between him and Janji now. I'm not entirely sure which one is which. We'll have to get a double check on that, a bit of a fact check. But right now, Mythic is overwhelming this B bomb site. They've eliminated the defenders. They've only taken a single casualty in return, and I think Riot Squad's already abandoning their hopes here. Peter, Crashy, looking to hold on to their weapons. Luckily, with these 2 saved guns, I think they might be able to front a decent buy in this next round off this op, off this AK. And Mythic, they're keeping this game tight. They're keeping this consistent.
Indeed they are. And a little bit of that fact check. Over the past 3 months, Crashies is the highest rated player for Riot Squad.
Nice. What about other stats like ADR and kills?
That'll take a little more.
Okay, no problem, no worries. I should probably download the app, honestly, on my phone. I heard it's pretty decent.
Yeah, they just came out with the revamped HLTV app, and it looks real nice.
what they have. Let's see what they're working with here. So they got Mitch on the Deagle. Pretty consistent with that weapon, I'd say. Peter's looking for the cat jump. And I think he might just find himself the opening pick right here. They're not going to expect this one. And that's almost a lineup, actually. Flashes come out high. His second opportunity for him to find one. But for now, it's a 1 and out. An escape. No casualties. Very little damage in return. And by little, I mean none at all. Now Calm is taking 50 damage by the nade towards the upper B site. So, early round, going pretty swell for Riot Squad.
Swell indeed. A kill and another half onto Calm. But again, Mythic have mid control. It's been working out really well for them. Their mid-round audibles working off of picks have been their saving grace. And a lot of times Riot Squad have been entering back into rounds due to great individual plays from the likes of Crashies, Mitch, Peter. And I feel like this is the kind of round that Riot Squad almost feel more comfortable in because it can just play that loose style that they are so good at. Mythic might actually be sweating a little more, especially with the initial pick for Riot Squad. Flombo gets a free kill on the Jonji, but FNS trades, only good for one, does a massive amount onto Poland. But still, 3v3 favors Mythic. They have Flom in ladder room, but Poland has been hurt on his rotation to A. However, I don't think anyone is there to stop it, and Flom, wrong timing, drops out of ladder. The bomb falls at Crashing's feet. Flom falls at his feet to boot, and now Calm, 50 HP. Don't think there's much more he can do in this 1v3. Crashies again. 3-piece for him.
And dominantly, too. That's the crazy part. He's in a 3v1. He just says, you know what, I hear this personality ramp. I hear him towards Tetris. I'm just going to swing. Not even a walk beat. Just swings. Full running at him. Gotta love that. Riot Squad. I'm not sure why they're having more successes on these boost rounds than they are running things that they've rehearsed 1,000 times. It's kind of curious. But now the money here for Mythic is actually quite in a rough spot. They got Katie and Poland down to Deagles. The SGs and the 8K for ZNF. They do have enough utility to run a execute, so if they so want. Poland will use this utility here early towards upper B to bait out some utility, right? Wear them down on this defense, make them a little nervous on the B defenses.
Yeah, B-side has been a little weak on the initial takes quite considerably for Riot Squad. Because a lot of times they are rotating that one extra player back to A off of a little bit of utility, leaving it pretty open for Mythic once they get the first pick to get the bomb down. And then B sites are never easy to take. Mirage, not quite B-side Dust 2, but still a very difficult B to retake. And it puts Riot Squad up a creek without a paddle for basically free for Mythic. But to go back to that stat line, it is Crashies as the player with the highest amount of damage per round over the past 3 months for Riot Squad.
Yeah,
Jonji close by.
Yeah, that's what I thought, actually. I checked it earlier today. I just couldn't quite remember if it was between him or Jonji. But here we go. Jonji finds the opening kill on Sandwich. Unluckily for Mythic, they don't have any Molotovs to push him off. The flashbang allows him to reposition. Now he's even in a much safer spot, especially considering they have no Molotovs. And Peter's got his back all the way down from CT spawn, eliminating Poland. And he's spotted the other players out. He will catch KD before his death from Flom. But it's down to the 4 versus 2. ZNF tips balance a little in favor. Jonji's been spotted in Palace, so they know he's in that position. And Flom and ZNF.
Wait,
12 seconds to make this work. Yeah, he shot. He was very loud and proud of it. Up there. They just don't really know how to deal with that situation with only 10 seconds left. You can see like their brain, you can see the loading symbol in their minds. They're like, how do we get out of this scenario? How do we get out of this situation? We have Jonji above. Yeah, someone that running loud in CT spawn, and we have 10 seconds to figure out this triangle of doom. And they just could not find the solution to Boggs. They knew that was just impending doom waiting for them on that A site, unfortunately.
Yeah, now there's too many angles to hold for just 3 people. Or 2 people, rather. Yeah,
exactly. That's the worst feeling is when you know you are screwed, but you don't have an answer.
FNS has an answer to this mid control. He's single-handedly wiping out 4. And actually, never mind, 3. Katie took out ZNF. So it's a bit of a team kill. Calm, last alive. Knife out, trying to do something. Gets shot instead. Clean anti-eco from Riot Squad. And now they really have a stranglehold on this half. Already won the half, few more rounds to play. Decent amount of money built up, so they can rebuy should they lose this round. And Mythic, they'll have some utility, they'll have rifles. But judging by the lack of actual early movement off of the spawn, I feel like they don't have that much of a plan for this.
Mythic is looking to brute force this Estrella smoke top mid. Luckily, no one is there. That flash, that noise that they hear from A ramp, they know that Mythic's out here, and if they need to, they can just push into A ramp, right? They have Janji there, no worries. FNS is holding his back, and they're in good spots, right? If they get shoved really hard in mid, they just push forward into A ramp, into Palace, no problem. Peter can remain picking here towards connector from the A site, and unless he gets smoked off, you should have the B split locked down, but there's no B split happening just yet, and the bomb is transitioning back to the A side. Mythic is choosing the wrong site, Boggs. They're going where Riot is strong.
Look where Janji is too. He's all the way up T ramp. FNS and Peter holding down towards Khan. Khan will flash up Palace, but Janji will take out the bomb. Surely ZNF doesn't expect him here. The crouch peek doesn't go his way. The bomb at the feet of Janji. Advantage with Riot Squad. Katie trying to work up catwalk, ready for Mitch. Wins that duel, but isn't enough to win the round. I don't think so. Poland takes out FNS, but Janji's still here in the ramp. Peter answers with an op onto Calm. Now Crashies. Peter doubled up in CT. Man up for Riot Squad. Shutting down Mythic yet again. The shoulder peek from Strong comes in. Crashies deals with it, but Katie's here. One shot, one kill. Damage onto Peter. 1v2, 20 seconds to go. Time is fleeting.
Nice shots. Yeah, she just destroyed Peter. And from the low ground, Janji swings. I think he must have misread her position. She was right beneath him. And clean clutch right there from Katie. Giving Mythic their 5th round right there. That's beautiful work by her. And it's the 8-5 now. Riot Squad scattering for the buy. It's going to be limited in some ways. Not entirely sure. Actually, no, they do have the M4. So, okay, whoop. There's some juggling happening in CT spawn. But overall, Mythic chose the wrong site. And still came out on top thanks to Katie. She just bought him a ticket out of that one.
She did. I do have to question Janji getting aggressive when the bomb was back to ramp. It was about 15 seconds on the clock. Katie, brilliant aim there through the smoke. Judging by the tracer, that's a great opening pick. Janji punished for his aggression this time instantly. Mythic have an advantage to work with now. They have the SMGs. And they have apps control. They have a lot of map control. Both sides of the map under their control. Only thing they don't have under their watchful gaze is mid. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, Riot Squad actually, I like this decision by them. Just giving up the A side, giving up the B side, converging on mid, clearing that out first. But they've actually, it's a bit of a false positive, isn't it? They think it's clear, but there's still 2 players that are making it back. Peter has no idea this is happening. The timing unfolded so beautifully for Mythic. It could not have been any better. And now they're flooding out the A side. They've eliminated the defenders in that part of the map, and it's going to be Mitch and Crashies. 2 hard hitters here for Riot Squad, but I think they're not liking their odds. Especially with the bomb being planted, no kits, no ability to get out of connector safely, and they're just going to back out. Hold on to that op, hold on to that M4, try again in the next round, and Mythic advanced to 6 here. Keeping it tight once again. This final round, it'll be, I mean, all the advantages are in Mythic's hands, right? They have full weapons coming into this next round. They have full utility up against what will be a mixed buy here for Riot Squad. So an 8-7 is very likely here for Mythic. A solid T-half on the Mirage.
Yeah, Riot Squad's going to be 1900 coming into this round. They're going to have a very rough buy. Mitch and Crashy's probably going to elect to go for utility over dropping a couple FAMASs to their teammates. FNS goes for the UMP. Gets the extra smoke. Peter is drop the op. Crashy's will buy himself a FAMAS. So not a terrible buy, all things considered, from Riot Squad. But Mythic definitely have the advantage coming into this round to get it back to 7 rounds. On a relatively even map, Calm takes a little bit of damage, but it is going to be a solo hold A from Janji in the meantime. FNS gets pushed in by ZNF. That's an easy win. AK definitely far superior to the UMP, especially with Peeker's advantage. Speaking of Peeker's advantage, it's Dirty Peek Pete. Leg shot onto a jumping Katie, spots out the second player. The bomb is back in C. Can be recovered from Mythic, but now they are exploding onto middle. Full control. Molotovs to both sides of the map. And I think a boost might be coming through to boot. Crashy's in the ladder room. What can he do to defend?
It's really going to come down to timing, I think, here for Crashy, especially in window room. Hopefully his patience pays off. For now, he's holding the B split down, as well as the window boost. And ladder is such a strong position for the CTs, right? It gives you so much room and access. For now, things are slowed down. Mythic, they have gone quiet completely. Ganji's pushed up in halls. He's going to be patiently waiting up here on the off angle. Catches Katie. That's a weapon upgrade. That's signs that they're headed towards the A site. Peter takes a shot. Not quite able to land it. But Peter, he has him locked down. He has no pressure from Palace. He can just focus on this A ramp. Peter, once again, he will find one more. And he's still alive. Practice has been eliminated by Calm. Calm strikes for a second. But it will be Janji from Palace and Mitch from Connector to close off the round. And Riot Squad, they do maintain a decent finish here after all. The 9-6.
It's a good answer back from Riot Squad. Things got a little rough there towards the end of that half. It was a messy CT side all around from Riot Squad, but they are able to put it together and take a 9-6 lead going on to T side. I feel like they should be a little more comfortable on T though. I feel like sometimes CT against a team that's a little more puggy like Mythic is, it's harder to play a structured setup than it would be otherwise.
Wait, so are you saying this half is going to be harder or easier for Mythic?
Easier for Riot Squad.
Easier for Riot Squad, yeah, I 100% agree. I think one of the hardest things in this to stop is our like really strong splits that are just fundamentally drilled. And unless Mythic is super prepared to deal with this kind of pressure, I don't have much hope for them. But they have toppled E United. That's not easy to do, so I have not lost faith in them in whatsoever. And let's see, this is their map pick after all. Calm, starting to hear everyone jumping around. He will strike quickly and eliminate one.
Katie does damage, not quite a kill. It might be enough to hold time for the rotation to come in. Peter from Rat Hole gets demolished by ZNF. Janji next in line might peek into the crosshair, but instead it's FNS. Meanwhile, on the other side of the site, Janji though will eliminate ZNF in the meantime. Poland peeking out, has a kit, gets a kill. Calm is with him. FNS now falls. Janji 1v2. The bomb is planted for him. There's a smoke out. Taps from Janji. Going the wrong way. He gets the shot onto Calm, but Poland has the kit. Janji so close and takes him out at the end. That's rough. So close and yet so far.
Yeah. You know what was really slight there that made a huge difference? The angle in which Poland defused that bomb. He threw the smoke, actually sprinted to the other side. He crossed over to default and then came in for the defuse. Had he stuck it from like trying to be safe angled from triple, he would have been caught by Janji's initial spray that was already lined up for him. That was so smart by Poland, actually. Credit to him for that one.
That was extremely smart from Poland. And could potentially be a map saver if Mythic can build off of it. The one thing to note, though, the bomb going down for Riot Squad means that they have Kriegs on both Mitch and Janji. Crashies with a Galil. You can by no means count Riot Squad out of this round.
Yeah, definitely. And even the unarmored Deagle is a perfectly viable weapon. So I feel like these buys are almost even for both of these squads. The only thing that's working in favor of Mythic right now is really just the body armor and the head armor. And a tiny added utility. For now, Riot Squad is beginning to split up. 80 from the good position, only good for one, however, and Janji eliminates Poland. That's the B site opened up, a 2-for-1 deal. Riot Squad will take that any day of the week, Boggs, unless Calm has something to say about it.
Calm's been good so far, but Janji's just better. He's looking for the third. He sprays it onto Flom, does damage, takes a scout shot in return, but the Deagle from FNS ticks Flom down to 25. 1.25 health across both these players for Mythic. We're going to walk through the chokehold. Janji with the 3K, looking for the fourth. I don't think there's much Flom can do here. If he can get the 2 kills quickly onto both FNS and Janji, there is a chance, but I don't think so. The FNS play from behind bench is just holding. He's waiting. Janji's just tapping away, trying to ward off any presence from Flom. M4 picked up for FNS, and it will be the double-digit scoreline for Riot Squad as Flom runs the other way. Nobody faces into him either. That is crisp, clean aim from Janji.
Yeah, how many rounds have been lost here since we made this? Is it 4? Are we at 4 now?
I believe it's 4 per each team, I feel like everyone's just losing to 4 spies.
No,
just
not
by
4
pistol.
per each team. It definitely feels like that though, but no, I think it's 2 for per team right now. Maybe even leaning 3 for 1 here, but wow, these rounds are so messy. But that one is pretty hard to stop though. The SGs are coming in, the AKs coming in against M4s and FAMASs.
Yeah, I mean, That's another conversation for another day, though, the whole T-side economy meta being as overpowered as it is. A lot of mid control for Riot Squad as Mythic have gone for the full 4 stack on B. Calm again left to defend A. He's been doing a solid job of it. But I actually think Riot Squad might be hedging their bets to B. Not expecting Mythic to stack it one more time. FNS though should get the feelers, gets a scout shot, spots out Presence, does damage, takes a shot from Poland, doesn't die just yet, and actually wins the duel as Poland falls to his doom. Aggression his undoing. Jonji spraying away, looking for the kill on Katie, instead takes by far the worst brunt of that engagement. At this point, you have to wonder when Riot Squad decide, do we actually keep fighting for this? Do we walk back to A? That's exactly what they're going to do now. The bomb should be clear to go down. Katie will be dealt with momentarily as Crashies will take her down on the fadeaway. Now it has to be a save call from Mythic. No real reason to force the issue. Keep the Kevlar, keep the scouts, keep the Deeg, and move on to round number 19.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm Poland, I'm taking that fight 9 out of 10 times, right? You saw the early damage come out. You're hunting for that kill. That would have been a huge find for him, but couldn't quite connect his shots. And sometimes that's the way it rolls. But Mythic, they're not able to secure this very important round. Now they will suffer as a result. They're going to have a lot less than they had in this one. And Riot Squad are going to get even closer to the finish line. This will bring them up to 11. If they win the next round, that will be 12. At that point, you only have a few gun rounds left if you're Mythic. You really got to make these next gun rounds come to fruition, right? You have to do something off these next few rounds. Otherwise, it's going to end quicker than you might anticipate.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, indeed, this is their map pick once again. Moving on to Riot Squad's best map of Inferno. So if there is a win condition for Mythic, it's a win on Mirage. There is no other option for them. Double scout saved in. A P250 purchased for Katie. Other than that, a vest on Calm. Another B stack coming in for Mythic. 4 players once again positioned that a ways. And Calm is exposed to Con. A walkout A. Surely reveal it's clear. Crashies in Palace is a great opportunity to find that. But I think Riot Squad might just force mid for now. And see what Mythic have in the cards.
Riot Squad's being extra careful, right? They're taking their time, methodically pushing off the angles. They know they're up against a few scouts. But they're smoking off top con. They're smoking off window. They're looking towards cat. They're wanting to fight anyone off here. Now the nade lands. Now the Molotov lands. You're just getting bullied by players you can't even see or even fight with that USB. But right now, Mythic, getting bullied. They respond back. Calm's in a great position with that tag. He knows there's presence towards Palace, so he's going to look towards cat. He does get... or towards Crashies, excuse me. He does get the tag off, but Jonji and FNS are just so aggressive right now. Nice flick from ZNF. Okay, some response back. Maybe if KD eliminates one right here, that could be the key. Heard the bomb. We're good for one, but Jonji... he's unleashed, Boggs. He's just decimating them in this one.
Jonji's just here for a good time. He's at 24 kills, 8 deaths. His ADR going to be around somewhere 113. FNS actually second in damage, 107. That's one thing to note too. Of late, FNS has been a significant heavy hitter for Riot Squad. Another name that usually goes under the bin a lot of times, just swept under the rug, is FNS. But especially lately, he has been a very impactful player and a key person in their overall successes. Really, on Riot Squad, there's no real weak link. You go anywhere against these guys, and you are going to face the full brunt of a highly skilled roster.
Okay, Boggs, we said this before, but in my opinion, this is one of the final stands, right? Obviously, it is one of 2 potential full gun runs remaining here for Mythic, but I think most important is really just the confidence factor, right? If Riot Squad goes up to 14, if they double your scoreline, you're losing a little confidence. Can't quite connect his shots, but it will be CNF on the high ground, able to find one on the entries, softening up the offense here for Riot Squad, along with the utility onto Mitch. So things are going well for Mythic in this one so far. Let's see if they can make this post plant work. The bomb does eventually get planted, and the utility here is insane. No, that nade! Oh, I thought it was going to do way more.
Nade physics in this game make no sense whatsoever, but you know, 5-man retake against 4 players with the bomb down, ticked about halfway. Doesn't make too much sense. I mean, when was the last time you saw one of these? Katie, though, plowing through, gets one, almost a second, but it's FNS falling down. Crashies, though, eliminates Calm, eliminates the second layer, looking for Bullet. Oh my goodness, Crashies! 4 kills, looking for the 5th. It's going to be Katie to finish it, but there's no more time. He's done it, Roy!
Oh my god. Someone arrest this man right now, because we just witnessed a slaughter and a robbery all in one. Crashies, that has to be play of the tournament so far. That has to be play of the league, and certainly play of the playoffs so far, Boggs. That is so savage.
That was disgusting from Crashies. And it's a cataclysmic loss for Mythic. They've gone for the double off setup, but how do you counter Crashies when he's just tapping you away with a Krieg from Catwalk in a smoke up in front? Doesn't matter. He's hitting you left, right, center, headshot, body shot, everything landing for Crashies. We talked about his impact earlier. Doesn't get much more impactful than that. I don't think you can get more impactful than that.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from Crashies. That was a sick flash from Mitch. What the heck? That's an EU flash if I've seen one. Now, Janji, he's liking this diversion. He's liking this chaos that's being created. This might just allow him Cat to find 1 and 2. That's both defenders. That's passage towards the B site. And he's opened it up like Moses. Now FNS is coming in from the back. And now it's pure domination at this point. They're leaking numbers by the second. No casualties yet. And they just spotted him. Yeah, exactly. No armor, glass cannon. I doubt he even holds on to this op. Did they see if he crossed CT, though? Wait.
No. Okay, Crashies is still there on B. He can stop the
Okay. Dude, if he kept walking, he actually might have found the gap to the B site with no one there.
Ooh, that's a free out for Peter now.
Oh
Calm shot FNS through jungle after he killed Flom. I need to see the flood out, and I'm sure you remember that Virtus Pro Ninja defuse that Snacks had when FaZe completely abandoned A site and all went to hunt on B. I thought that was going to be reversed right here. I was going to lose.
Dude, I would have lost my damn mind. Oh no, now it just feels bad for Mythic. Their economy is in the shambles, and they've had to make the hard decision of just saving up for the final round. I'm actually not a big fan of this, honestly. I know you want guns. I know you prefer to play for the OT, but the chances of you stringing 8 rounds in a row when you haven't even strung more than 4 are so slim.
They haven't even done 3.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. I don't like those odds, Boggs. I think you just work by here with Deagles and SMGs and hope for the best, honestly. And if you win the round, you at least buy yourself a real chance. And if you lose, well, you're on that path anyway.
And as we can see here, Mythic not putting up any bit of a fight. Paltry amount of damage exchanged onto the Riot Squad players. Now ZNF, last alive, spotted out Crashies. Gets the 1 dig. I don't think he's going to be able to get much. Second kill onto Janji. Okay, here comes some damage. Saved Krieg. Can he keep it, though? Peter going in. Pushes to the sidearm. And a nice 1-tap comes through in the last shot. Riot Squad, map point here on Mythic's pick. Mythic will be able to get a bye, but as you said, sometimes it's just better to play for that win than trying to string 8 in a row.
I mean, okay, to be fair, though, I think the one driving factor for them in these decisions is that really the one gun round that they had a few rounds ago where Crashies robbed them, everything went perfect for them. It really had the clutch just gone a little differently, that would have been a huge round for them to pick up. So maybe they're confident in these gun rounds. Maybe they think that we can secure several rounds in a row if we don't get robbed again. Maybe that might be the driving factor. But let's see how it unfolds. Right now, they're just, once again, allowing Janji to get up cat, look for these fights. That smoke is just giving him just enough of a crack to get through, unspotted. Crashies already eliminated. Calm. Poland has fallen as well. That's all the mid defenders. They're all gone. But ZNF is able to tip the scales back to balance. 2 players are coming in from CT spawn. All 3 now are in the same direction. 3 versus 3. Janji holding down the window. Mitch holding down the jungle. And Peter just has to focus on CT spawn.
Peter doesn't connect the first shot, but now he has warded off the repeat. The flash will help. ZNF crouching in. The jump peek comes in from Katie, and that will win the duel. Good flash from Flom, rather. Mitch, though, will fall, but still, Jonji lives on catwalk. Smokes go down. Nobody's holding the bomb. Now Flum will hold. Taps. Sprays. Nothing doing for Jonji. Swaps guns. Go! Oh, the meat shield came in from ZNF, and that is exactly what saves Flom on the defuse. 10-second ninja comes in. 3 alive for Mythic means they will have another buy moving forward. They strike around away from Riot Squad. But the money on the T side is still out of control.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of cash for them to sift through, no doubt. And it's kind of a scary thing, right? Mythic has to get past 7 rounds, and many of them will be gun rounds. But let's see how this double op setup goes. So far, the post plans have been pretty good for Mythic, right? They've been retaking successfully. There are good takeaways overall. Flom looking for the shoulder, instead spots Niche in the chest. Flashbang will come through. I think that might come out. Oh, okay. Well, Donji eliminates him. ZNF and Flom shooting double up like a mammoth tank out on the defenses, and suddenly it's just a lonely Jonji, a top performer, but maybe the 1 versus 4 is a tough one.
Counter-terrorists win.
And that's how you work a double op setup right there. Textbook work from Mythic. All kills going the way of the ops. ZNF picking it up over Calm now. Riot Squad will be back on a bye. Gotta wonder though if they just want to try B this time. A didn't work out too well. Might as well go the other way, see if it works out better.
Suddenly it's only 6 rounds. I feel like if they get double digits, I almost become a believer. Mitch, once again, this smoke has been really strong for the Riot Squad, right? It's given them so much control towards Cat early. Smoke for the top con. Now they have no more vision. They're running dark here from Mythic. They have no idea. Is this going to be an A split? Is this ending B? They don't have palace control. They don't have lower A control. And they certainly don't have upper B control. So right now, Riot has all of the cards up their sleeves.
They have all the cards, but they don't have any utility. 3 flashbangs and a nade. But the B stack from Mythic could be the deciding factor in this one. 3 up ramp, 1 in palace. Calm getting aggressive. It's all going to come down. He's spotted. He's mollied, but he's going to get sprayed down. Mitch charges through fire and flame. FNS following. And I believe they spotted ZNF out CT ticket booth as well. Rotation's coming in, but Peter is there to wall it off. He actually will go down to Poland, so that's an open retake angle for Mythic. However, bomb yet to go down for Riot Squad. Katie, though, falls to Crashies. Second man in is Poland. Not going to be a kill just yet. ZNF strikes from CT. Poland from Khan. And now the advantage sits at Mythic's feet. ZNF with another flick onto Jonji. And double digits are looking likely for Mythic as Riot Squad down to 1 man left. And FNS does not last long. As ZNF, another triple kill on the op. Riot Squad, no bomb plant means no buy. Not going to call it a comeback yet, but there is a chance.
That was a solid strangulation on the A site, though, by Mythic. Don't you agree? They waited, they stalled long enough for the fact that Riot Squad had no more utility. They had no smokes to block off connector. They had no smokes to plant the bomb. They had no way to plant the bomb box. There was a player in CT spawn, ZNF, although he did miss 3 chances on the openers with the op. Still survived long enough and got 3 kills in the second part of that round. Calm goes down early. The game is equal. Confidence only good for 2, but that is a rifle now that Riot Squad could put to use. They could just slow down. They could reset.
Uh-oh.
Not like this. Surely not like this.
CNF will land the no-scope. Got a little questionable there. I'm sure that he didn't go for the full scope. Poland will push up catwalk, take out FNS, leaving Peter in the 1v3. But Peter has the bomb on his back, and he's walking his way in through apartments. Poland watching. He can get the first kill. There's a chance for a bomb plant, but CNF is hot on his heels. Peter's been spotted, been tagged, and then comes the rotation. Full court press. Bomb faked. Peter falls. 4 rounds now for Mythic to get overtime on their pick.
Okay, that's a good timeout, honestly, because I need to take a deep breath. This is starting to get. They broke their highest streak. They're at 4. You need 4 more. They got to double the streak here.
So it was a tech reset. Poland just left and joined in a matter of seconds.
Now, Riot Squad will be all in here once again. Peter's, I don't think he has the op now. I think he's just going to be on rifles. What's actually really interesting is Mythic has relatively, I wouldn't say given up middle, but they haven't really been hard holding it either. And Riot Squad has been able to get up cat really quickly within even the 20 seconds of the round starting. And Riot Squad still has not been able to have any sort of success on these rounds. Mythic, whatever they're doing with this double op setup, it's working. Riot Squad, if they can't figure out how to unravel, how to dismantle this double op setup, there's really only 2 or 3 gun rounds left. This could still be overtime.
Yeah. Bomb plants, though, could keep buys in the books for Riot Squad. But they have not really found a way to deal with the double op for Mythic. ZNF has been shutting them down, now at 24 kills. His stats for this half have to be insane. He's had at least 2 3Ks with it since the double op setup has been in effect. And he's done more damage in the intro. I do like this split up play for Mythic, or for Riot Squad rather, though. They do have players underpass, they have players mid, they have one in Palace. Maybe something can work from this. Kills go their way, slow things down, make Mythic sweat, and really work off of it.
And you can see now this is a huge change in culture, right? Just as I called Mythic out for not looking to hold down mid, they actually send almost all their numbers here. And they're wanting to fight for it. But Mitch somehow, even through the mid stack, he's squeezed out. He's in market. He has the play. If he kills Poland here, if he it removes him from the defenses, it's going to be problematic. But he goes for the wild ride. He goes for the wild spray, but he can't tame it in time. And Poland does eliminate him, and he shuts down Jonji as well. And crisis is averted.
Oh, wow.
Poland holding it down.
That's a massive blunder for Riot Squad. They had an opening, they had a window, but it was slammed shut by Poland. Crashies, though, makes it a fighting chance. Eliminates Katie, and here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Bomb going down. Double op retake on B up against the Krieg. I can't help but favor the Krieg in this scenario. There are kits, there are flashbangs, but it's Crashies. Wouldn't be his first clutch. Oh, that was dirty. But he's not expecting Catroy.
Oh, he heard the scope. He heard the scope. He knows now. ZNF. Does he realize he went E-box instead of inside? Market! Crashies again with the robbery. The 4K this time. Not quite. I mean, I think last time it was even a 4K, but that is so insane. Not only is Crashies putting up numbers, Boggs. Not only is this man a beast statistically, he has single-handedly robbed them of 2 such crucial rounds in this series so far. It's actually heartbreaking. I feel empathy. I feel like I just watched abuse, Boggs. Please.
He had a 1v4 and a 1v5. A 1v4 on that Krieg spray through the smoke, and then that was a 1v5, and then the 1v4 we just saw here. So Crashies, somebody needs to take this man to jail because he's committed grand theft of rounds and map.
Yeah, and this was Mythic's map pick, so right now Mythic is definitely struggling. I can already hear Flom's voice in my mind right now. The frustrations are definitely real. But good job to Riot Squad. Shout out to Jonji and Crashies. They really popped off that game. And they have stolen, Mythic's map pick. Now we will move on to the second map, which it is Inferno, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a map that I want to play Riot Squad on, and hopefully Mythic is ready to fight back on the second map. For now, we are going to cut to a quick break. Follow this man. His ad's down here below. Follow me as well, and follow our producer, Observer, Melanie. She does a great job. And if you're in the market for some skins, if you're in the market for a 1 terabyte SSD for all your anime needs, well, follow our socials on Winners League. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Did I say that already? Doesn't matter. Follow us. We're going to be doing some giveaways. And if you haven't checked out win.gg, check it out. It's actually a great platform that has constant new content coming out on a daily basis almost. For now, we will go to a break and we'll see you on the second map of Inferno very soon.